class project for Marine Studies 160, which is our Introduction to Research class, is called the Native Plant Restoration at Ormond Beach. And that's exactly what the students are doing. They're trying to restore the native plant community for the coastal dune system out at Ormond Beach. You know, the coastal dune system used to extend throughout Ventura County, but now natural dunes only exist in a very limited area, and the Ormond Beach represents one of those small areas that are left.
We are currently working on eradicating the ice plant that is a non-native plant to our area and trying to restore the native plants of California back to our beach.
Pulling out the invasive species, the ice plant, the myoporum, and they've really pushed out all the other native plants and made it difficult for the native, not just the native plants, but also, you know, native insects, other native creatures.
Animals, you have birds like the least tern and the snowy plover, which are both endangered, and then brown pelicans with the ice plant, which has just overtaken this entire area. You can just see the damage that it's done and how little wildlife there is here compared to in the surrounding areas where it's not as prevalent.
One of the plants that we have out here, I think we have more than any other plant here today, is the beach burr. It's great for holding the sand dunes in place. It has a really large root, like a huge carrot.
It's quite useful in the sense that it holds the dune in place. The beach burr slows down the flow of air, the sand settles down, and the plant will grow there and hold the sand in place. And holding the sand in place is really what a lot of the restoration is about. If you don't have the plants, the sand won't stay in place. And you will have a beach that is as flat as a pancake, but there'll be nothing growing on it. The problem with a very flat beach in that area is that it's subject to erosion. So if we get a big storm that comes in, the waves will just go all the way up the beach. They'll go all the way in towards land that doesn't normally see seawater.
This particular project will be an ongoing project because what we would like to do is restore the native plants throughout the coastal dunes that remain in Ventura County, and that could take us 10 years.
I took the Marine Studies class because it was an excellent hands-on experience from what I had heard from a friend.
Professor Buckley mentioned it and told me about what the class was about. It sounded pretty interesting, so I just took a leap of faith and jumped on the class.
It was a really good way to get experience in the field, in environmental science and in biology.
I will say the newer students actually exceeded my expectations. It's a very smart class, very, very intelligent.
So the primary effort, of course, is to allow the students to develop an understanding of how we go about doing environmental monitoring and environmental surveys.
One of the tasks we performed at Ormond Beach was to do a field transect where we did a survey of the plants along the transect line. And that involved random locations within the transect line.
And then 5 meters wide, we get however many plants are in there.
Inclination, we went and found the degree of the dunes. That was another method.
And this semester we also ventured off into a whole new section. Before we concentrated more on the dunes, this time, like I said, we kind of crossed over into the wetlands and that side of the area. Seining for fish, so we got to catch a couple fish, which turned out to be an endangered species. That was a really exciting discovery.
We take a list of all the local birds, the local endangered as well as the invasive, and we go out and we take our binoculars, go searching, make a notation of how many birds we find.
We learned a couple of different methods on planting, from planting the seeds to cutting part of the plants in different areas of the stem.
This project will bring awareness to the plight of the coastal dune system so that our community will be more aware of the importance of the coastal dune system for the ecosystem and also the importance of the coastal dune system for their life.
We actually had a community event that happened in September. And to see how many people showed up to this little section of beach that seems like it's an out of nowhere, who kind of cares about what that beach, you know, nobody ever goes to it. But you would be amazed that over 500 people showed up. That's 500 people that cared about that particular area of beach.
This class is very important, not only for you as a student, your experience you're getting, but also for the community and, you know, the world in general, because each unique system plays a part in our ecosystem.
It's an incredible experience all around. It's, I mean, for one, you just become so knowledgeable about the area where you live, and also you get just the hands-on experience of actually working with the plants and the different species that are out here at this time.
Some people learn really well in the classroom setting. They understand everything really well. They don't need to see. Some people like me, I need the visual. I need to see to understand what you're trying to show me, what you want me to do. So for me, this class was very helpful because I'm very visual. I need to see.
The Marine Studies program at Oxnard College was able to really show myself how passionate I was about marine biology and also the environment.
It just gets you that little step that if you really want to get yourself into that major at a big university, you can go ahead and take it here and take this class, and like I said, it's a lot cheaper, so you don't have to waste all that time and effort and just say, I don't like this. So it's really, really helpful here.
I think you should take this class if you're interested in being able to see tangible evidence of the difference you're making. If you're interested in your local area, in the environment at all, in plants, in biology, this is a really good class for many different areas.
I think the idea of the whole class, the mission kind of statement, the idea of restoration is beneficial. I mean, it's not consumer, it's more kind of replacing, you know, it's making things a little how they should work or how it efficiently works naturally.
After taking this course and being involved in such an important project, I realized how much I do enjoy learning about our environment.
The opportunity is that the student finds something that really makes a difference in their life. They find a true passion many times for what they want their career, their legacy to be, and that is invaluable.